Good evening. I'm the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai, beautiful home. And today, I wanted to introduce to you the crouching tiger and the hidden dragon. No, seriously, I want to introduce to you what we describe as, we have the vertebrae, isn't it? The back. That can be regarded as like a snake, the movements that it can do, these kind of spirals and stuff like that. But because we have limbs, we now incorporate what we could say as the movement of the dragon. And in Eastern mythology, the dragon can fly. Just remember that. But yeah, I'm going to introduce you guys to it and follow along as much as you can. Remember to be honest within your own movements. Do not be, don't feel bad that you can't do whatever it is. Remember, it's just always about the present moment. There's no comparison. There's no one to judge. It's just about your relationship with your own body. So be honest within your movements. Get to know your own body. And what we're doing here is we're making conscious choices to move. We're going to help to cultivate your willpower. And the more you do it, the more your willpower become more abundant, more easily accessible. I'm talking too much, man. I don't like it. Okay. We're just hanging, we're just chilling, man. That's what we're doing. Stand up. Just chilling. Let's take some nice breaths. Smile as you're breathing in. Feel that breath coming in. Feel your body expand. Just gently, and then exhale. But remember this: when you blow into a balloon, when we breathe in, our body expands like a balloon, isn't it? But also like a balloon, we don't need to push it out. Allow your inner pressure to push the air out. So as you breathe in, let go. Yeah, it's like you're blowing a balloon, you hold on top, hold the top, and when you let go, the air comes out by itself. There's no need for you to push. Yes? So what you're practicing here is to breathe. We're consciously allowing the breath to come in, and also consciously letting go. Letting go. Yeah, so you breathe, smile, and just let go. And as you let go, your body's gonna compress. Allow that compression to take place. Allow it to seek conclusion. Remember, the breath is always trying to find the route of least resistance. Whoops, soften the knees. Soften the knees. The moment you soften your knees, you might find that one side might seem to fall faster than the other side. I'm being very honest with my movements at the moment. As I breathe in, my body expands. When I let go, see at the moment I'm kind of going towards down this side. I'm not going to pretend everything's fine and try to project you that I'm falling evenly. This is not right. This is not honest. The only person I will be lying to is myself. So I'm going to allow the breath to come in and sigh. And as I sigh, look, I'm coming down on this leg first. And as I'm coming down this leg first, I'm going to allow it to continue. This is where my body wants to be. So this is where I want to be. Breathing in. See, as I'm sighing out, it feels a bit more even. Breathing in. Sigh. And each time you do this, incrementally, your body's going to stop. You're going to allow your body to freely express itself. There's going to be less grasping of your ego, of you, the character, on your body. Just breathe gently. Sigh. So no matter how you are at the moment, just really allow your body just to express itself. So what we're going to gradually trying to do is trying to find this kind of like this stance here. Some kind of stance where your hip and your spine feel settled as you're breathing in and you sigh. And as we sigh and kind of let go, let the body collapse to where it wants to be. And the moment I'm collapsing into like a seated position because I've been stuck in a seat. You know, all this editing and stuff, I hate it. But that's it. And slowly but surely, eventually, the spine is going to start revealing itself. The spine. So if you can, visualize your spine. Visualize where your tail is. And constantly start moving your tail. When you move your tail, let the rest of your body follow suit. It doesn't matter what shape externally you're producing. That's it. Ooh. So here is moving this spine. And if you can look inwardly, you'll notice eventually you'll be able to really visualize every vertebrae, every incremental movement that is possible. And you will also notice where it is that you're in quote stuck. Just move into it. Keeping allowing the breath to come and go. Just be aware of where our center is. It's the center of the body right here. Be aware of where the center is. Oh, there we go. And as you exhale, really allow your body just to express itself. And also the sounds that you are going to make as the breath exhales, allow those to happen. No need to compose yourself. Let your body express itself. So at the moment my body's starting to unravel. For yourself, it could be in any position, whatever feels right is good. Some of you might still be up here. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with compressing, to decompress like this. For myself, I'm there we go. Yes, keep moving the spine. Moving the spine like this. Moving the spine like this. Start from a point, pick a focal point. For myself at the moment, I'm picking the center of my being and I'm letting the energy ripple outwards. And let it continue. Oh, what you see is ripping up and it's going outwards. Outwards, even here. Look, it's going outwards. Ah, there we go. And eventually will end up being what we describe as the horse stance. It's like an opening. Really helping with the heart here. There we go. So remember, it doesn't matter what position you're right now, you might be here. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being here. There's nothing wrong with being here either. Some of you might find that when you do this, you might start swirling off to the side. If you start swirling off to the side, let it continue. There we go. And now you're straight, and you can just start returning back to the same point again. Let the energy seek conclusion. Don't hold a facade. Yeah, do not hold a facade. Let honest movements take place. If your body wants to swirl off, let it swirl off. It's here. I'll return again. And each time you do this, very incrementally, your body starts finding what we describe as the center. You, the perspective of yourself, of your relationship with your body will start becoming more centered. It's almost like you're wearing your physical body. It's almost like the mind body is wearing or is unifying into the physical body. Don't hold composure. Don't hold composure. Each time, just find the faith or the ability just to let go. Let go. No facades. Don't facade it. And eventually the spine, the snake, the serpent, there's actually two, they start revealing themselves. And what happens here is as they reveal, you start becoming more connected with the limbs. And also, here's a limb here as well. And believe it or not, the tail, that's another limb. That's it. So at the moment we're still just doing this kind of motion. As best as we can. Soften the knees, soften the elbows, soften the wrists, soften the fingers, soften the ankles, soften the toes. And it might mean you want to start tiptoeing. Soften everything. This tiptoeing is allowing a stretching of the whole of the being alongside of the fingers. Watch, we'll be stretching together. Let it seek conclusion. The reason why I'm walking forwards is my body needs that extra stretch. I'm not going to try to stay put and stretch. Yeah, but I'm still moving. It's almost like we're on the moon and we're jumping. Yeah, it's almost like we're on the moon and we're jumping. There's less gravity up here, so you... And this movement's all coming from the spine. That's it. Some of you might find that as you go up, you might feel the need to go backwards. But for many of us who sit on chairs like myself, we come up and we're going to feel the need to come forward. Allow your body to come forward. Allow the energy to seek conclusion. Some of us, we might, as we come up, as we jump, we might start spinning off. Allow this spin to continue and then land. Or you might come up and you might find yourself wanting spinning this way. Allow it to finish spinning. Do not hold a facade. Do not hold an image. Allow your body to freely express itself. And the more you do this, the more the breath will find the route of least resistance. You will create a channel for the breath to come and go freely. It's not about control. It's about will to be done and also letting go. Because if you think about it, letting go is a kind of commitment. It's like a devotional commitment, just to let it be. Yeah, you make a will and you let it be done. That's it. Continue. That's it. You will start finding your visualization, your spine is going to become more evident. It's going to be more obvious where your spine is. Just do it. There's no need for you to be an absolute mirror of me, and there's no need for me to be an absolute mirror of what I can see on the screen. No. What's happening here is I'm always going to be honest with what's coming from inside here. And what's coming from inside here is a constant change. And like outwardly, in this universe, in this world, there is constant change. Nothing's ever uniform, you know? Nothing's ever the same. Every breath in and every breath out is different. And this can be seen macroscopically and microscopically. That's it, continue. Good. That's it. Right, let's start introducing the movement of the dragon. So what happens here, the dragon can go like this, but it could also go like this. Yes. So we're going to continue doing this. As we come up now, we can add that spiral as well. Allow your body to freely express itself. If anywhere feels tight, be very conscious and just let go. As you come up, where it feels tight, be conscious of where it is. I can feel it's here, it's tight. I'm gonna let it go. Remember these little feet, they're not stuck to the ground. Allow them to move around. Likewise with the hands. Nothing is stuck. The only thing that ever becomes stuck is your perspective, is your belief. Here we go. That's it. Okay, just keep me doing this. And rarely do we ever count repetitions. There's no need to. Just be very acknowledging of what your body is feeling. You will find if one side feels a bit difficult to do that side more. Do it until it feels more even to the other side of what you're doing. Always coming from the center, always coming from the spine. Whatever movement you're doing, make sure it's coming from the spine. It's a projection away. Coming from the focal point of the spine. Yes? Keep me smiling. See, a lot of people don't like repetition, but you have to think about this. We're not actually repeating. Remember, everything's a constant change. It's almost like, so right now I'm doing these movements, it looks very repetitive, but it's very similar to if I'm strumming a guitar. If I strum a guitar, let's say, if I strum a set of strings, every single time I strum them, I promise you it's a different sound that's being made. It might seem like the same thing, but if you look at it microscopically or macroscopically, each time it's different. And like too, when we're doing these movements, each time you do it, it's going to feel different. The more you do this, the more you start acknowledging within yourself that there is a constant change. And that is from what perspective you really want to be looking from. The perspective that everything is forever changing and it's fine, it's completely fine. And you, as the witness, just witnessing to all of this. And this witnessing is, at the moment, is witnessing from within a being, within a body. And be knowledgeable of this. Become unified with this. But this perspective has the ability to have willpower, you know? Choice. So it's my conscious choice to do these movements. And if I am very humbled, very aware that I'm within a being, I allow the being, this body, to do what it is that I have will to be done. Good. Let's stop doing the opposite. Yeah, in the beginning I was doing this. Now do the opposite. Do the opposite. Do the opposite what you've been doing. Let the spine start ripping the other way. For now, I'm just using the word opposite because after a while you start realizing that it's only a matter of perspective. Yes, but just for a moment, do the opposite what you've been doing. That's it. So when it starts off like this, just face things forward as much as you can. Really allowing your body just to express itself. And the image here is almost like we're jumping to hold on to something. So you're leaping to hold on. Before we was leaping to kind of hold on behind. Now you're leaping to hold on to the front. That's it, continue. Really allow your body to express itself from the tail all the way up to the crown. If your shoulders feel tight, just really go very slowly. It could be down here. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being here either. You're still grabbing. It's almost like there's a tree here, isn't it? But here we're grabbing on a like a smaller tree. After a while, you can become more relaxed. So you're grabbing on a bigger trunk. But from here, there's nothing wrong with being here either. Just being honest. Be honest with your abilities in the present moment. So while I'm doing these demonstrations here, I'm always trying to keep movements a bit more smaller. I don't want to start going very, very outward for this, because I'm very aware that, the person following along, they might not be able to do it just yet. So I'm going to be here with you, side by side. Yeah, let's do it together. That's it. There's nothing wrong with being here. But eventually, you see, as I'm doing this, my stance is getting wider. But as we're doing this, the main thing is to be very aware of the spine. Remember, all the movement's coming from the spine. It's coming from the spine, going outward. Outward spherically, yeah? Outward three-dimensionally, not linearly. Three-dimensionally. It's coming outwards, up here, but also going outwards. Down the roots. So soften those knees. Soften those ankles. Whoa. Yes. We're starting to start feeling more uniform. There's a uniformity with the elbows and the knees, wrists with the ankles, toes with the other toes, but also hips with the shoulders, hips with the shoulders, and likewise where the tail is, see the crown follows. That's it. Just leap, holding on, leap, holding on. There's nothing wrong with being down here, that's it. Starts here, nothing wrong with the starts being here. Really allow the spine to move. Really allow the spine to move. Yeah, whatever position your hips are, your shoulders at the moment are going to be similar position. But the more you practice them together with the spine, you'll start expanding. There we go. Continue. If you can, keep it smiling, keep it smiling. Keep it smiling. We say the smile is like the whole face is like a book. It really shows you what's happening with the rest of your being. There you go. It's a smile, that's it. And I'm always like I've always got this kind of surprised look on my face, because I'm like kind of anticipating what's going to happen next. I'm like, there's always this excitement within me, this kind of optimism. What's going to happen next? That's it. Right, let's start including the dragging again. Yes, you're kind of climbing up, and then you're having this little twist. It's when you're grabbing. It's more like you're all grabbing like that, yeah? Yeah? Really allow everything to extend. From the tail. That's it. From the tail. Whoosh. It's almost like we're standing here, but then there's something over there you want to jump and then turn around to grab it. Yeah, whoosh, whoosh. That's a good jump. That's it, let's continue. Allow your body to make the sounds, don't hold your breath. It's almost like a kettle, you know, when it gets to boiling point, it starts going boop. Same thing. Allow your body to really express itself. Allow the inner landscape to express itself. Because man, you know what this is? This is an instrument. And you, the character, you're the artist, man. Yeah, wow. That's it, let's return back. Wow. Good. You should start be feeling a bit warmed up now. Your root, your sense of being should be more apparent now. Keep on practicing this every day, yes? If you can. Remember, willpower is something you need to do every day. And if you smile, you have that optimistic smile while you do it, you're nurturing, you're cultivating this willpower so that when you do wake up, you're looking forward to doing it. Don't make this a chore, don't make this an exercise, make it something that's enjoyable. Do you know what it is? Every time you do it, just remember you're discovering, you're rediscovering something new or something that you've forgotten about your being, about your relationship with your body and the breath. Okay, right, let's start now. Just loosen the hips. Yeah, soften the knees, soften the ankles. Soften them. And once again, what we're doing is rotating now. We're just rotating. There's no up or down, but it's just a rotation now. It's just kind of pivot. That's it. Keep your eyes looking towards me. That's it. That's it. Just looking towards me. Pick a focal point and just keep looking. You can look outwards with your eyes, but at the same time you can use your middle eye to look within yourself. And keep on watching that breath, keep on allowing that breath to come and go. The reason why we say to watch the breath, we watch the breath to make sure that we don't hold on to it. That's what it is. It's not about controlling the breath, it's about just watching it. And if you notice that you're holding on to the breath, remind yourself, open the door. There's no need to shut the door. There's no need to lock the door. Keep that door open. Allow the breath to come and go freely. And the more you do this, you start providing the route of least resistance for it to come and go. Because after all, it's the breath of life. It's the thing that's coursing through your body, that's allowing us to, to live. You can, that's it. So keep your eyes on me. That's it. Soften those knees, soften those hips. Yeah, if you're up here, there's nothing wrong with being up here. That's it. Because for some of you, you might find you're here, you might be kind of leaning forward to that. There's nothing wrong with that. Look, I'm not trying to stand upright and do it. Yeah? Just soften everything. As you soften, yeah, it's almost like a curtsy. Yeah, it's almost like a curtsy. Just soften everything. But the will, just to rotate the spine from the center, from this focal point here, is there. And this is how you are cultivating your willpower. That's it. Gently. Follow along. Follow along. Whoosh. Whoosh. Yes. Follow along. But keep your gaze on me. Keep your gaze on me.
Fade up the joy with the Samsung Galaxy Buds.
Keep your gaze on me.
With active noise
That's it.
cancelling and immersive sound.
Let the arms be soft.
Unwanted
Let
noise.
the shoulders be soft.
Good stuff. Whatever it
That's
is.
it. Just keep your gaze.
Drop your style with a choice of 3 distinct colours. Whether you're listening to music, watching films, or flexing those thumbs on your favourite
That's
games.
it.
It's your world with Galaxy Buds.
Follow along. Follow along. Follow along. Good. There we go. Might just best just to be here. Just pivot on here in a spot, and it's just turn. Always coming from the center. Always coming from the spine. Yeah. Stay here for a couple of moments. That's it. The reason why I'm doing this is like I feel that my body needs it. The more you practice like this, you know, the more you really take time out just to be at one with your body, to make conscious movements, the more your relationship with your body starts being cultivated too. This is how you start becoming more at peace within your body. It is a relationship, I promise you that. For many of us, we're disconnected from our bodies. And we neglect them. But just make some time. Rediscover your best friend. Your body's your companion. Without your body, what can you do? And then likewise, allow that breath to come and go. Because without the breath, whoa, there's nothing. Yeah, that's it. Keep your gaze on me. Keep your gaze on me. That's it. So these are all movements from the dragon as well. Just moving all the limbs. In the beginning, we just practice watching the spine, but now as soon as you start getting your limbs involved, it starts becoming dragon movements. That's it. Soften the knees, soften the hips, soften the ankles, soften the shoulders, soften the elbows, the wrists and the fingers. That's it. Follow along. Whoosh. Keep your gaze on me. You see how my head's pivoting up and down? Because everything's soft. So the more we practice this, we are also cultivating our internal elasticity. We're really helping to strengthen, to lengthen, to stretch the tendons, and also helping to strengthen the ligaments. That's it. Soften. Keep everything soft. Keep everything soft. Yeah. Keep your gaze on me. You notice that your stance is becoming a bit wider, isn't it? Keep your eyes on me. That's it. Keep your gaze on me. That's it. Slowly, it's almost like a flower blossoming, you know. So we're doing very incrementally. Nothing is done. You can't do anything. You can't expect any real change within like seconds, you know. Especially when we've been disconnected from our bodies for so long. You have to be very patient, you know. Practice unconditional love. Very patience. You're cultivating patience when you do this. And after a while, you can sit there on the beach and have the patience to watch that sun rise. And also have the humility to watch it. And to acknowledge that also it sets. And then the wisdom and the understanding to know that it will rise and fall again and again and again within this life. That's it. Keep your gaze on me. Soften the hips, soften the knees, soften the ankles, soften the toes, soften the shoulders, soften the elbows, soften the wrists and the fingers. Keep your gaze on me. That's it. And then starts getting wider now, isn't it? Good. Keep it going. So now let's include now a little sinking. Yeah, can you see my head? It's bobbing up and down. I'm really softening the knees now. And here, once again, is the dragon movement. Don't go too low. If you go too low, you might get tired. So just go with what feels comfortable with your body. And for some of us, we could be down here. Yeah, for some of us, we could be down here while we do this. But then, if you are not comfortable, there's nothing wrong with being here. It's the same thing. Yeah, we're just softening everything. That's it. That's it. Soften. Soften. There we go. Soften it. And the speed that you're going at is up to you as well. If you notice, you might be mimicking me, but I need to remind you the speed that you do it is your speed, your rhythm. The correct rhythm is always going to be your way. I'm just a guide, you know. I'm giving you a little tour guide of what is possible. It's up to you on how fast or slow you want to experience it. That's all up to you, man. That's it. That's it. And once again, whoosh. And it's popping. Keep your gaze on me. That's it. Really lengthening the spine of this. Yeah? You're lengthening the spine, but also giving that lower roots and everything a nice little stretch. So really helping the ligaments and tendons as well. That's it, just gently. Whoosh. So maybe you might start hearing click and clacks. The more you relax the muscles, the more the bones and the joints will have more space and then will start releasing. You'll hear clicks and clacks. That's it. Whoosh. That's it. Soften the shoulders, soften the elbows, soften the hands and the wrists, fingers, soften the hips, soften the knees, soften the ankles and soften the toes. And you notice here we're kind of clapping, isn't it? It's almost like your arms are swinging onto yourself, and it's really good. This is where the technique Gong comes from. If you guys, if any of you watch my YouTube videos, this a lot of my massage techniques are coming from this foundation, from this practice. Yeah. Sit. You notice where this hand here is hitting where the kidney is. But do it very gently. And when you do this, you're giving yourself an internal massage. This is all happening with the movement and also with the breath happening all at the same time. It's how you maintain suppleness but also health. That's it. Watch. Whoosh. Keep your gaze on me. Keep your gaze on me. Soften everything. Soften everything. If you find yourself slipping away, do what you need to come back. See what I've pivoted on my toes. That's it. That's it. So now it's a full motion. That's it. Well done. Whoosh. It feels nice, isn't it? In the beginning it could seem like a chore. After a while, you start to get to know your body more. And it's a very lasting relationship with man. I don't want to state the obvious, but yeah. You need to develop a relationship with your body. I get a lot of people emailing me saying, oh, you know, I inspire them with the people I help and all these kind of things. And one of the first things I told him is, you know, personally, you really need to help first is yourself. And you do that by creating a relationship with your body, by taking responsibility for your own body and your actions and your non-actions. That's where it must start from. And how do you get there? You be honest within yourself. You use the internal or the compass of self-honesty. You can't lie to anyone, not even to yourself. That's it. Whoosh. So at the moment I'm listening to a Spotify playlist, SoundCloud. I'll leave a link at the bottom somewhere. Maybe I should read it out a bit. It's Adrian Hand Pan, SoundCloud. That's it. Soften everything. Let everything be soft. What we're doing is rotating the spine. Reintroducing to you the movements of the dragon. Good. So now, continue. Watch what I'm going back to do. Let's be gentle. Yes. Or maybe start from the center. Yes. So what we're doing here is, once again, we're just bopping up and down. But I want you to be very aware of where your heart is. Yeah? The movement's coming here, but then we're also allowing the heart to really open. Open the heart. And when you open the heart, this happens. Open the heart, this happens. Open the heart, and this happens. Start from the center and come upwards. Yes. Relax, come up. Yeah, we're no longer clapping. Yeah, we're actually opening, going up towards the heart. That's it. Soften the shoulders, soften the hips, soften the knees, elbows, wrists, ankles, fingers and toes. But allow this energy to come up and really open that heart. Open the heart. So there's a solar plexus here. And this is how we cultivate more willpower, more courage. What's going to really help here is, if you find it difficult, really just smile. Yes, smile as you do this. Smile as you breathe in. Smile as breath comes in. Then sighing. If you find it difficult to do this, do this. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you being here at the moment. There's nothing wrong with it. Yes, there's nothing wrong with being here at the moment. But the intention is to open the heart. That's it. Open the heart. Open the heart. For myself, when I do this, I'm breathing. And when I exhale, this is kind of like this sigh of relief. You know, it's like, I feel so, I feel really humbled. I feel really grateful. It makes me really teary when I do this. Like, my gosh, I've got a heart. And I have the capacity to love. There we go. As you do this, as your heart opens, you'll find that the whole of your back, where it's been very tight, you'll feel it expand. As it continue, soften everything. Soften the hips, shoulders, soften the elbows and knees, soften the wrists and the ankles, soften the toes and the fingers. And let's now imagine we're on the moon again. Whoosh. Imagine you're on the moon. I said, open that heart. You see, everything's in unison. There we go. Open that heart. Let it seek conclusion. Don't try to stand still, remember. You're not fixed, you're not a statue. As we do this, as we lengthen the whole of the body, hold the spine, if you need to move, let your body move. Let it seek conclusion. We're going to land back down. It's almost like we're jumping. It's almost like we're jumping. Whoosh. Yes? That's it, soften everything. The more you do this, eventually you'll be able to do it while you're jumping directly upwards. But the visualization is not linear, remember, it's spherical, it's multi-dimensional. As you are breathing like this, remember, it's like a circle, like a sphere. We're expanding and we're contracting, stretching outwards. Soften everything. Notice how my wrists are turning as well, you see? Turning alongside with the ankles. There we go. So there's nothing wrong with being here at the moment, yes? Do not force yourself. Do not go past your limits. You want to get to a comfortable point, a comfortable happening, yes? And then with some willpower, just gently coax yourself to go a bit further, very subtly, very incrementally, slowly introduce a bit more flex. Do it very incrementally, no need to jump the gun. No need to try to fly before you can even crawl. So be very honest with your movements. That's it. Smile. Open. Yes? Here's okay. For myself, I like to be here. Yes, but let me join. Let me be with you. Let me stand side by side. We're here. Yes, good. So this movement here is still the snake. The snake, believe it or not, has little tiny legs and arms, but we can't really see it because it's only kind of to do that kind of motion. Some snakes do that. But essentially, it's just doing like a linear movement on the ground. But when we look at the mythical Eastern dragon, it flies. So it starts using all its limbs. It starts doing like a spiral. Yeah. That's it. Well done. And let's try to go a bit higher. Let's bring all the way up to the heart. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And all you're doing is really extending the heart, yes? Bring all the way up to the heart. There you go, you see? Shoulders are still relaxed. Well done. Right, let's start start adding more of this moonwalk into it, this moon jump. Yes, you're still doing the same motion, but now you're kind of getting ready to leap. But don't go too fast, too hard, go very gentle in the beginning. So for some of you, if you're starting to feel more comfortable to extend your hips, to loosen more, go further, ideally what you want is for the hips and the shoulders to be even. That's it. So for those out there who's possible, you see here, even though my knees are bent, my knees are still soft, but they're still following along with the elbows. Still follow along. Likewise with the ankles, they're still following along with the wrists and the fingers. The toes and the fingers are all in unison. Yes. Look at this. Soften, yes? Remember, there's nothing wrong with your at the moment slightly hunched forwards. There's nothing wrong with it. You're slightly hunched forwards. There's nothing wrong with it. Just be very gentle. Eventually the pelvis is going to start returning back. So for many of us, our pelvises are like this. The more you do this, we'll start coming back. That's it. So what's the time? It's been quite, I'm not sure how long it is, but we're going to, please continue while I'm talking. Man, you guys should have seen the way my father used to teach us, man, damn. He used to teach us with a stick. There was no talking, you know. It would be like, you know, he would do whatever it is, and then after he's like, He goes, you do it now. And then, you know, we'll do whatever it is, and then if we get something, remember, it was always out of love, and the stick was always like, we'll tap our legs this way and that way to adjust, you know. Maybe I was something like this. We'll tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, and like, and eventually, it might feel hard, but then you'll say, let go. And then I'll relax, and then I'll be in the right posture. That's how my father used to teach us, but that's how they teach us. And then my father told me the way that he was taught was even worse. Yeah, the way I teach you guys is much more meeting in the middle. But I hope you've learned something new about yourself. Yeah, yourself meaning your body. Yes, when you look in the mirror, that thing that you see is, I promise you, it's only what you want to see. It's just an image. It's a projection of what you want to see from the inside. But the more you practice like this, what we've been doing today, being very honest within your movements, creating a relationship between your perspective of yourself and yourself. This is when you have a unification, a harmony between the mind, the heart, and the body. Until the next time, I'm the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai.